Good morning from Miami, Florida, USA. Right now I'm in an area of the city called Wynwood, which is of course one of the most exciting places that I was looking forward to exploring while in Miami. This is where the famous Wynwood Walls are. Really, it's just an area of the city where there is a ton of murals. Street art absolutely everywhere. I couldn't be more excited to check it out because I think the quality of these pieces is going to be really high. Oh, this is beautiful. I didn't realize. It's like this guy has graffiti all over him too, but it's like part of the design. Is this the same guy from Tokyo that I saw and I thought it was a transformer, but it's not? Gangnam or something? This one has a lot of interesting detail. Ooh, are these art studios? It's pretty cool. I always enjoy seeing people's art studios. They're always so unique. All of the murals and graffiti that I have seen so far isn't actually the official Wynwood Walls. That is actually like an outdoor museum kind of place with like a ton of commissioned murals there. But So far, like, I've been a completely opposite direction because I just keep getting distracted and following random street art that I see, but now I'm gonna actually intentionally try to find the official Wynwood Walls. This one is very skillfully done. So much detail, and it is humongous. And it's an alligator, which is perfect because we are in Florida. Love this one. Here it is, coming up ahead. I'm now inside the official Wynwood Walls curated outdoor museum. And I was wrong, it is not free to enter here. It is actually $12 US. And I wasn't aware of this. I'm pretty sure it used to be free, but it looks like there are some amazing street artists that have done work here. And alligator. Oh, isn't this cool? It's like broken glass in the shape of a face. How do you do that? Oh, I'm amazed by this. I don't even know if it's coming through on the camera, but it's like a perfect portrait out of broken glass. This is intriguing. I have seen street art from this artist all over the world. D-face. Ah, Blek le Rat. Cool. I've seen one of his pieces in Paris before. Hey, this is neat. You can try out a spray can. I have already had that experience in my life, so I don't think I'll be doing that. Wow, this is actually a serious museum. It's a pretty big complex. I didn't realize that. I do have some conflicting thoughts about charging entrance into a street art museum. In essence, it's only street art if it's public. So the moment that you have to pay to see it, it ceases to be street art, which is fine. These are very talented artists and they deserve to be paid. So I'm fully supportive of paying these artists to make these pieces. But in my opinion, it is no longer actually street art. So marketing this museum as a street art museum is a little bit inaccurate. So I always do prefer graffiti street art, which is quite controversial because obviously graffiti is illegal. It is vandalism. But most graffiti or mural artists, probably every artist in this entire museum started off as a graffiti artist. And then people admired their work and they moved on to getting commission work and stuff like that. So it's just interesting to me. I feel like the integrity of why the artists started making the works and the ideas they had behind it get a little bit skewed once payment is involved. But then again, that is also just something that I surmise on my own, just from observing graffiti, unpaid street art, and then looking at commissioned paid work. And like I said, I have no problem with artists being paid. I think they should be paid, but I do think it puts it into a different category of art. Alligator! That was super cool to get inside the Wynwood Walls Museum, the official museum. I have to find my way inside there. Looks like there's lots to see. there's another alligator that looks very similar to that other one. Okay, you're definitely meant to find your way in here. Maybe that's the point. Maybe you have to embrace the street art, graffiti mentality and find your way past the fences. Beautiful style. All those crisscrossing lines. Ooh, this one has sequins. And other 3D effects. Cool. Just come into the Graffiti Museum right now. It's actually just next door to the Wynwood Walls Museum. And this one costs $16 to get in. I'm really excited about this one because I'm finally going to learn a lot more about the terminology, the history of graffiti and street art in general. So this is going to be pretty cool. And I think it also has work from a lot of like, you know, the bigger, more historical street artists. And I'm pretty much the only person in here. This is exactly the kind of thing I need to be learning about because in a couple of videos ago, I was in Toronto and I was talking about the street art in Toronto and talking about my opinions and my definitions that I use. I was saying how I really don't know a lot about tagging, and I don't really like to look at it because it's not something that I'm super educated in, even though I know there's an entire world and subculture around just tagging. So this is where it's explaining the styles and the individual, the history of all of the different designs of tagging. So it's great to finally be learning some of this. Well, that was pretty cool. The graffiti museum was actually pretty small and not quite as informative as I was hoping for it to be. It did talk a little bit about like the timeline of graffiti and like kind of the start of it and how it evolved, which was cool. I really needed to know that information. That's kind of where it ended. It was featuring 6 or 7 different graffiti artists, and I had never heard of them before, so it was interesting to see some of their work. I was kind of hoping to see like more historical graffiti artists as well, from like the 60s, 70s. I'm not even sure if that even exists anymore. I've been saying all this time that it's art that is publicly accessible to anybody, but a lot of times that isn't even true. A lot of times it is in like shut down buildings, you know, parts of train stations that maybe aren't super accessible all the time. So it's not really public space. Ooh, look at this guy. He is cool. He's got a whole car here. Wow. If you've seen any of my other street art videos from around the world, this is fairly common, where I just end up seeing street art and it just leads me away from where I actually intend to go. I don't think it's ever been this bad. It is actually every single wall, every single street, and I know I've said that before, but I think the density of it here is more than I've ever seen, so this is fun. Alligator! Wow, look at this gigantic mural. One up. I think I've seen this a couple times already. Well, not like this mural, but like a different mural with the one up, the big one up. Amazing detail. Oh, work in progress spotted. Cool. Here's another one of those one-up gigantic murals with a ton of detail. This one's kind of outer spacey. Cool. Well, this of course has been one of the most awesome days I could possibly have in Miami or anywhere. One of my favorite things to do when traveling is to look around at all of the street art. To be honest, I think I could spend a whole other day in this area just looking for the street art. There's so much. I'm sure I've missed half of it. It's been amazing to see really skilled artists here. And a lot of the pieces, you could spend hours interpreting the meanings behind them. It was really interesting to go to those two paid entry museums as well. I don't think I've ever paid entry to see street art before, so that was a new experience. Really cool to see those places. They were really iconic in the street art world, but to be honest, the most enjoyable thing has been just wandering around and stumbling across all of the random murals that I happen to see. Wynwood is an area where the street art is constantly evolving. I think there's new art here every couple of weeks. I saw 2 new ones being put up. Even if you were to come here a month from now, you'd be seeing all different murals. Still living, thriving culture that doesn't seem to be stopping anytime soon. Alligator!